What do you want?
What do you want? No identification.
No, la voy a abrir.
Hey, you can't do that.
No le abras, no le abras, no le abras, no le abras, no le abras. No le abras. Guay. No le abras. No le abras. No la puedo abrir, ¿por qué?
What do you want? What do you want? No identification.
No, la voy a abrir.
Hey, you can't do that.
Breaking news indeed. A federal agent fires shots at a man in San Bernardino during an immigration raid after he hit officers with his car.
Yeah, Susan, kind of a chaotic scene all unfolding here behind me in San Bernardino. Those federal immigration agents opened fire on a man they say tried to hit him with his car, tried to hit them with his car. But when that man called 911 himself, local police found themselves caught in the middle of California's sanctuary laws. Yellow tape blocked off Acacia Avenue at Baseline Street in San Bernardino, where federal immigration officials say they shot at a suspect after he hit two officers with his car. It happened just before 9 a.m. Saturday. According to the Department of Homeland Security, Customs and Border Patrol agents were conducting a targeted operation when they say a suspect refused to get out of his car and then tried to run them down. In the course of the incident, the suspect drove his car at the officers and struck two CBP officers with his vehicle, forcing a CBP officer to discharge his firearm in self-defense. The subject escaped the scene. According to San Bernardino police, the man then called 911 himself from Mountain View Avenue a few blocks away, saying unidentified masked men tried to pull him over, smashed his car window, and shot at him. California law says local police can't get involved in federal immigration cases, so they responded to the man's call but didn't arrest anyone.
What?
Frustrating the DHS. This decision was made despite the subject refusing to comply and wounding two officers, another terrible example of California's pro-sanctuary policies in action that shield criminals instead of protecting communities. Then, just after 1 p.m., police say federal agents called them back to Mountain View Avenue for help, saying a crowd was gathering as they tried to arrest the man. At that point, San Bernardino police say they stepped in to help with crowd control.
What if the guys don't do anything to protect those kids?
What about the officer who just shoved that kid? You guys gonna do something about that?
Police say at that point, the man was wanted for assaulting a federal officer, not immigration, which is why they could help. Now, it's not clear if anyone was arrested in the end of all of this. We have reached out to the DHS for some clarity, have not yet heard back.
Look, I'll say this, I've said 1,000 times. If you want to hate ICE, okay, fine. It's a shame, but if you want to protest ICE, you got your First Amendment rights. But I've said from day one, don't cross the line. If you cross the line on knowingly harboring and concealing an illegal alien from ICE, that is a felony. You put hands on an ICE officer, that's a felony. If you impede their efforts, that's a felony. And I've seen a record number of prosecutions across the board in 18 United States Code 111, which is impediment, interference, and so forth. We will prosecute you. We prosecuted judges, we prosecuted members of Congress, and we'll prosecute mayors if we have to. Again, they're real careful about how they say things, but they stop short of crossing that line. Because I think most of them know better, but I guarantee you, if they cross that line, we'll seek prosecution, and Pam Bondi is committed to zero tolerance. The president committed, President Trump committed to zero tolerance on this. So if you cross the line, you'll be prosecuted.
We need to stop the raids. This should not be happening in our city. It is not warranted.
Hey girl, bye. Hey girl, bye.
It's always a challenge to try to get into the mind of a killer.
Got very weird, very nervous.
The murder of several women in our community and their bodies found in different remote locations.
We see the benefits of the body cam footage. You see live her demeanor, the terror in her eyes, the fear, the trembling.
Just tranquila. Ponte aquí, mira.
Let me just get something from you. Okay. ¿Y dónde está el muchacho? ¿Ya se fue?
Sí.
Laredo is a border town. We're right next to Mexico, so we have a mix of that culture, people who speak English and Spanish.
So when they finally capture Juan David Ortiz, they have 3 murders to talk to him about.
What's your name? You guys already know.
We're talking about 3 alleged murders and an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. He didn't know who Erica was, and he didn't remember this and that, and
he takes off the cuffs. Freeing him of those restraints allows him to open up and say, I did it. And he tells it all.
Driving around like, she walks away and then she comes back. I'm telling you to walk away. You're not listening to me.
At some point, we'd get a phone call that Juan David Ortiz was in fact a federal agent who worked for the U.S. Border Patrol.
We work in the Border Intelligence Center within the Laredo Sector Operations Center. You guys already know all this. I was in the Targeted Enforcement Unit. I was a group supervisor for a bunch of agents.
What?
Since he worked in the Intelligence Center for Border Patrol, this information was going through him. I believe they sent out, my sister's name along with her picture. And coincidentally, she ends up dying on the 13th.
Meanwhile, we need to stop the raids. There should not be happening in our city. It is not warranted.
Bruh.
But if you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.